Bun găsit, dragii mei, la Față în față cu RAOUL. Într-o lume în care granițele se închid, dar sufletele caută libertate, aduc astăzi în fața voastră povestea unui tânăr care a trăit istoria pe pielea lui. Dmitry Haievsky a fugit din Ucraina în mijlocul războiului cu speranța într-o viață salvată și cu sufletul plin de întrebări. A ajuns în România cu greutate, cu traume, cu incertitudini, dar și cu o forță de a merge mai departe care merită ascultată. De 2 ani trăiește aici, în mijlocul nostru, și a început să reclădească ceea ce războiul a încercat să dărâme: demnitatea, încrederea și sensul. Dialogul nostru este despre supraviețuire, umanitate, regăsire, dar mai ales adaptare. Este despre ceea ce înseamnă să-ți pierzi totul și totuși să nu te pierzi pe tine. Episodul va fi realizat integral în limba engleză, dar pentru publicul nostru din România va fi disponibil cu traducere subtitrată integral. Vă invit să urmăriți astfel un episod diferit, încărcat de sinceritate și mărturie vie. Astăzi, Față în față cu RAOUL, stau de vorbă cu un om care nu și-a spus povestea doar cu vocea, ci cu tăcere și mai ales cu curajul de a merge mai departe. Dmitry Haievsky. Dmitry.
Hello.
Who are you beyond the headlines? How would you introduce yourself to someone who has never heard of you before?
It's interesting. I never thinking about, but I think the person who passed a lot of things in my life, like till this age, and I think I have few like nice personality to introduce me for some serial movie. Like I have these interesting stories, and I'm just interesting personage in this world, like just interesting personage.
Let's see if your whole story is as interesting as it is for me. Where exactly are you from? Ukraine?
Kryvyi Rog. It's longest city in the Europe and the third one in the world, but not very popular.
What did your everyday life look before the war started? How was your life?
It was amazing life. I was in the sport, professional sport, from 13 till 19. And after I had some traumas and I finished my sport career, and it was like kind of normal life, regular life, like not something very special, but it was interesting because of sport. But after I started work, and I'm tried to do learn a lot of new things, because when sport is finished, it was a bit, I was disappointed at some moment, because it was like half of my life, and this part is disappear in one day. So, and I tried to learn new things, and I just go to job and move in another city in Odessa.
How old are you now?
25.
And the war started since you were
22.
22.
No, it was 21, because I have birthday in March, so it was a few months before my birthday.
What kind of person were you before everything changed? What were your dreams back then?
I had a lot of potential for doing something in Ukraine, like open something for myself, like open some business. Like I tried to did modeling, I work in restaurant industry, and I tried to go in this career, like a restaurant industry, like a step by step, and in 21 I already was like a director, like a manager, bigger manager in restaurant, and in my plan it was just to stay there and try to keep some money to open something for myself. So I had like a plan for my future, but in one day it's like everything is like stopped or disappeared.
Back then, before everything started, your family was supporting you? Are you like, no, the question would be, are you a rich family? Is your family rich or a normal family?
When I was a child, I think I had like this middle level. We wasn't poor, but we wasn't rich. We was in the middle way, and when I started be older, like I think after 15, 17, I try to go to job because it's already started big problem with money, and I try to like go to job and have my money for myself or to help. And I started, for my opinion, I started work a bit earlier than I should. I started work at 18, and but I'm happy because it's happened. I can help in that moment to my family with money, and right now these things I continue doing, like to help for my family. So I'm not from rich family like at all.
What jobs does your family?
Actually, my father work on some firma like a driver. He's like all my life I know he's like a driver. He was like a personal driver for someone and some moment after work on the firm. But my mother, she's I think that person from who I learned how to be strong and how to be she learned me to how to not never give up, like never, because I think her life is kind of hard for my opinion, and she give it for me everything what she can. And she sit like with my sister, because my sister have a lot of problems with health, and she never work, but she all the time do something by her hands. So for example, this sweater, it's made by herself, and she
You
did
choose
clothes.
to wear today a sweater made by your sister, handmade.
My mother.
Your mother.
My mother. Yes, because I like it, and it's just nice sweater. And she all the time work from home by herself. She tried to do some business. She never sit just on the sofa and just existing. She can go out from home like a daily. She have interest in life, I think, like very, very interesting.
You only have one sister, yes?
Three
sisters.
No,
you're the only boy in the whole family?
No, but yes, but one sister is like I have from just we have same father.
Yes.
And second sister is like a cousin.
Yes.
Cousin for me, but she for me like a second mother, because she was all the time with me, like all my life. She lived with us, and I don't think it's my cousin. She's my sister, like my second mother.
They are older than you.
37, 38, and 25. Oh, 25, 28.
28. Tell me, Dmitry, what was the atmosphere in your city during the first days of war? Panic, silence,
and that moment,
crowds fleeing.
Oh, it was horrible. Like I was in Odessa in that moment already. I lived in Odessa. I lived with my ex in that moment, and actually he awake from sounds like a rocket attacks, like a boof, boof, boof.
At that time you had a relationship and okay.
Yep, and but I slept because I was very tired from job, and I slept. But and I awake, like he awake me, and when I'm awake, my best friend called to me in that moment, and I responded to the phone because I couldn't understand what happened, and she told to me, "Dima, war is started," and I was sleepy, and I was thinking like, what is mean war? Like I hear something, you tell me war is started, and I was disappointed like totally, and I was thinking, you can call me in the morning because I'm asleep. It was 4 a.m. and she told me, you're stupid, war is started. And at that moment, like I feel like I have a goosebump right now. I feel like everything is cold, my body is cold. And I realized like what I should to do right now. Like, I don't know. And we hear these bombs. It was hard to understand, and you just don't know what to do. Like I know I should do something, but I don't know what.
Did you have the curiosity to go to your window to see outside if something is going on?
I did.
What was the first image after you heard on the phone, hey, the war started?
Like I hear something, but it wasn't close for me, but I hear something. And I go to look at the window, and I see how car started moving fast, like from a building, you know, someone, because people speak about this before, someone prepare for this, and exactly some people waiting this moment, this timing, like if it's happened or not. And a lot of people, I was in the building, like a lot of floors, and out under of my apartment exactly was a parking, and I see how car by car started going out, and
so the crowds were
like
fleeing.
my neighbors started like move somewhere, like, and Odessa is close to Moldova, Odessa is close to Romania, so probably they go directly to border, not somewhere.
Did you felt the panic of the moment?
Yes, I felt, because in the morning we waiting till 6, I think 2 hours we stayed home, do nothing. Like we just sit in the chair and look in one point, time to time call to some friends to understand what they will do, to maybe receive some advices or something else. And it was kind of funny because some friends tell, oh, stay chill, it will be finished, it's just something. Someone was in a panic, someone was already on some way to go somewhere, and we realized we should put it gas in our car. And we go to gas station, and line on gas station was 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers, cars staying to put the gas in the car. And in that moment, price for gas was bigger on 5 times, like x5. It was doesn't matter, but you see how everybody react different. Someone put a bigger price for something, someone go to buy some food, and we was in the car. And I remember right now I remind one moment, we stay on the road, like in the line, and it was another car close to us, and we saw one guy in military uniform, and we was with open window, and he look at us in that moment, and he tell to us, guys, move.
So the military guy told you to walk away, to move from that place or to go away.
He tell to us like one things like, airport destroyed, go away, like go away somewhere in safe place, or go away from country. He just said go away.
Go away wasn't meaning only to go away in that moment from that place. To move, to run.
To move, like in some safety place or somewhere. And that moment scared us. And but Odessa wasn't destroyed first time, like half year, a lot. It's right now happened something, but in that period it was between other cities. It was maybe I can say calm, very calm. Like we had like a few rockets, like around maximum 10 in first day. For someone it sounds strange, like 10 rockets. It's not a lot, but this reality right now, like 10 rockets, it wasn't a lot in that moment.
What happened to your family in those days? Were you together? Did you have to split up?
My family was in my hometown, and they was shocked, but they can't do something because my sister can't be moved. Like she can move, and my mother can leave her and father too. So they can be shocked and just sit in the home, like sit, and what we can do, nothing. Like, and for me they tell, like
for them was mandatory not to leave their apartment, their place, their home, because of your sister who was unable to move.
That exactly. And but in the same time, we didn't expect like it will be like right now. Like it's we were thinking half of people from Ukraine were thinking like, oh, it will finish soon. It's impossible in our time right now. Like exactly in 2022 to have a war between this country. Like we spoke on the same language. Yes, we understand each other. We never split us before, and right now you like war started, and it was hard to understand this.
But you felt that the people around you, the one you know, close friends, family, they felt a hope that it's gonna end soon,
No.
or you felt
Yes.
a strong pressure of not knowing exactly what is about to happen in the future?
I think in that moment everybody tried to keep this hope, like everything be okay, like everything will be finished. Like I think everyone didn't try to put these things inside head, like it will be 3 years or it will be hard war, and a lot of people will die, my friend will die, like my relatives will die, or rocket coming in my building. No one think about this. They were thinking like maybe it's just few days to scare. It's like, player between politics, like they just play somehow. Because in the beginning they put rockets not in the buildings. It was some points, like maybe military points or airport, like to scare. But after 3 days, everybody realized like it wasn't.
Did you have in your family or the one you love, people close to you, victims that unfortunately they died or they were touched by rockets or something?
Exactly. For me, I think I'm a bit lucky. I don't know how to say correct. Like I'm not lucky because I know these persons who died before because of rockets. Like few friends, but one friend who died like a soldier on the war.
Soldier, yes.
One and second one too. We wasn't very close, but I know these persons, and it was a bit like for me. I wasn't very upset because it was already after 1 or 1.5 years, so it was already reality. But it's war. Like but in first few months, no one.
Was there a moment when you realized I need to leave? What pushed you to make this decision?
It was
when was this moment?
It was in the beginning of the summer, I think, or the middle of the summer.
After how many months since the war started?
Four.
After 4 months of war?
After 4 months, I already realized like I don't want to stay more because I was scared. Like we had a few rockets attack in the Odessa, close to Odessa, Odessa is big city, and it was like on one part, but I was feel at that moment like it was outside of my building, and it was like this rocket is coming, and the windows in my room was shaking a lot, and I was shaking a bit, and I was scared, and I think it was the last point for me, and I was living at that moment with my friends because we feel.
It was your first moment of real fear and scare?
Exactly.
Or it was the final point of...
It was a final point, but it was a powerful point, like because it was the hardest things what I hear in that moment. Like I feel like I'm shaken, and I realized like, oh my god, I realized it's somewhere coming. So some buildings right now is destroyed. So to someone this rocket arrived in home, but it wasn't home. It was like some mall, but it was very close to some buildings, and that buildings also was half of destroyed, like, and people who stay inside probably they was died because of glass from window or something. But I was scared because next rocket can come in like here, like in my part of the building or close to me, and I make a decision like I should solve somehow these things to move.
Can you walk us through how you managed to leave Ukraine? The route, the obstacles, the fear?
It was I think in that moment I wasn't sure exactly how it will be, like, because I found someone who can help with this, and I was expecting one way, but I didn't know for sure. But I think at that moment you already have a feeling like, because like guys already in that moment can move simple across the border.
Tell me step by step.
And
from the moment you decide to leave, step by step, every move.
Okay, it was like this. I found a person who can help. I prepared somehow for this.
What exactly did that person to help you?
I don't know. Like, I just know the price, and I know the.
They were helping you to get you out from the Ukraine.
And
how much money did they ask you to do this?
6,000
euros.
Actually, it's for everyone. It's like it was my price. For someone can pay more, like someone was paying less. Someone did this free. Someone did. It's like for everyone, it's the difference.
You had this money from your economies,
yes.
or
yeah, I had that money. Like it was my saving money.
For this for a moment, I want to go back. In the days you were working in Horeca, you said. I just want to know how much you can win in 1 month in doing what you did.
In Odessa, it's possible to have salary in Horeca industry if you are a waiter. If we speak about nice place, like a kind of luxury space, and it can be from 2,000. It's if you are a bad waiter, to 4, 5. It depends of the season, and more.
So you had enough to.
Yeah.
To be prepared.
Yes, and it wasn't more than enough because Odessa is summer capital, like a summer capital of Ukraine.
I understand.
And in Odessa, exactly in that area where I live and where I work, usually live rich people, and we had a salary I have salary not from restaurant more. It's just the tips. Like, because
the tips increased.
But in that moment I already worked like a manager, so it wasn't.
And you saved your money.
I didn't have time for spend my money. That's why I save my money.
So
I work a lot.
Yeah. So when you decide to leave, 6,000 was something that you could afford in that moment.
Yes.
So you paid this person this amount of money. What happened exactly from the moment
I know that just like you tell me, I can tell you story step by step, and I also found out information step by step.
I'm listening.
I found out price. Okay, we should choose the day. We chose the day. In that day, I already found I should wait to call to go out and sit in the car. I sit in the car, and in that moment, for me, it was already no information, nothing. And it sounds risky a lot, because you sit somewhere, you're not sure. I wasn't sure, even if it was from a human who recommended me this. But in that moment, I was thinking, doesn't matter if I will stay here, something can happen, or I can move, something will happen. I was already on the border, I should do something.
But why did you trust that person who told you that he can make your way out easier? What exactly did he?
I didn't know this person actually. Like it was a person.
He had connections in the border, or
I think he have for sure some connection, because it's impossible to do like no one do this. Like I never met that person in my life. It was just, you know, like a number. I received a number. Yes, I spoke with this guy. After he give me some information, and I just did this step by step, and that's all. Like
he gave you some information regarding the day and the moment, but not too much information on the phone.
No, like at all. And he lied a bit, like I was expect. Like he didn't lie. He didn't tell me a lot, so that's why I expect some different way.
And after you met this guy, how was?
I didn't met this guy.
You didn't met.
It was just a driver.
It was just a driver.
No name, nothing.
You talk with someone on the phone, but somebody else took you.
I think, like, yes. I didn't speak in like with no one about this. It was like, how can I say, like, you didn't know name, you didn't know
everything was
nothing. Like it was safe.
Small talk, just to make sure everything is fine. And this driver took you.
And that's all. I just sit and I already realized, like, okay, I'm in the car and I go somewhere.
In that car, you were all alone?
Yeah.
You were all alone. So this trip...
Me and driver.
You and the driver. So this trip was only yours. And the driver took you to the Romanian border, or?
It was like a way... I remember how I go out from Odessa, and that's all, because in that moment I already don't know where I am. I see like a wild something, and that's all. It was a night, so I didn't saw a lot of things where I am and exactly where this will happen, where I going. But at some moment I realized when car stopped in some empty place, like totally, I already in that moment understood, okay, something will be not like I was expected, and after I'm continue doing by myself, because I already didn't had to choose what to do, and I did this. I passed the border, and that's all. Like by.
But were there moments when you thought you might not make it? What were the biggest sacrifices you had to make? To get to the border, to cross the border. It was that
moment when I realized, like, it's will be not easy, because it's I should maybe run, maybe walk. I should be on the correct way all the time to don't be pick up from military or police or something, like, because I passed the border by forest, and it was half and half. So, and in that moment I realized, like, it will be hard for me, and but I don't have any choose go away, because that car leave. So I was alone already in the place where I don't know where I am. I can open my phone and look on the map where I am. That's all. So you already, like, you have just one way, and we'll see what happens.
But in the border, when you leave Ukraine, you wasn't questioned at all about where are you going, why are you going?
No, I know, like, I should I know, like, where I should be, like, after some time where I should be, but I didn't know details how exactly it will happen. Like, I just know, and I had the flight tickets to another destination. It was from airport already, and I was sure, like, I will come in directly there, but it wasn't like this.
So you came in Romania having already purchased a airplane ticket to another destination. So somehow you used the entrance in Romania.
No.
No?
It wasn't Romania. It was Moldova part.
First you crossed in Moldova or in Romania?
No, I think Moldova part.
In Moldova you crossed the first
time.
After
I was on the border between Moldova and Romania.
So first border that you crossed, it wasn't with Romania, it was with Republic of Moldova. Do you remember which border, the name?
No. No, totally no. In that moment I wasn't I didn't concentrate where I am exactly, because I was just scared because it was
a pressure.
Yeah, it was a pressure. I just want to be in safe place, and that's all. Like,
did you had any help along the way? Strangers, volunteers, border officials? I don't know, any face you'll never forget. After you crossed in the border.
I remember, like, it was already like when I should go directly to airport. Like it was when I passed Moldova, between Moldova and Romania border, when I passed this moment. And in that moment I met nice people who helped me to arrive into airport.
The airport of
in Bucharest.
In Bucharest. You didn't choose Romania to be your place?
In that moment, no, because I didn't know. I think I know nothing about Romania in that moment. Like, I know just this country exists. I know capital of this country because I finished tourism education, so I know geography. And that's all what I know about Romania. But
it's all what you knew then.
I knew then. But I also had a sister in Italy, and I go directly to her because I want to be first
with a family.
First time, like with someone with who I can feel comfortable, who can help me with something. So
where is your sister living in Italy?
Pescara.
And you went to Italy?
Directly there.
Your idea was to stay there until the war is finished, I suppose.
Actually, no, because I was sure like I should go there, and I know like I came to ask about protection there from Italy, but I was thinking Italy is nice country, like everybody wants to visit minimum Italy or live there. And I was expected like, okay, I can try this country because my sister lived already 10 years there. So somehow she chose this country and she liked. And, but for me, it was enough 5 months staying there. And after this.
You didn't like? Mm-mm. So Romania was not your first option?
Before I visit like Romania first time when I come to airport, after when I should met with my ex to just met, we was met in Moldova because we should receive car from border, and like his parents bring car to us, and after we started our trip in Europe by car, and in that moment we come in from Moldova directly to Bucharest, and we stay here 2 weeks maximum, I think 2 weeks
in Bucharest.
In Bucharest, and or 1.5, and we stay in the old town. We was renting like a Airbnb apartment in old town, but I still had a lot of clothes in Italy, so our trip was like this by car go in Italy. And it was very interesting because like he proposed to me in the beginning, like maybe we can stay here, it's close to Ukraine, and because we still expected like war is finished soon and we can go faster to home and everything is fine. And I was thinking like we have right now all Europe for us, like we can try something else than Romania, because like we stay in the old town and it was a winter period, before winter. And it wasn't something, like a gray buildings. For me, after Odessa, when it's sea, like it's close to sea and the nice architecture. In that moment, we didn't visit Bucharest like a full. We was in one point, like we was in Airbnb, we walk around Old Town all the time, and I was thinking, what is a place? Like, why people choose to stay?
You haven't the full picture of the Bucharest.
Yes, and we visit few destinations, and I was thinking, okay, if it's all Bucharest, I don't want to stay here. But in that moment, we realized, like, people very open, and everybody can speak in English here, and can understand us, because in that moment I already had a problem in Italy, like no one wanted to speak with me on English.
But tell me, you went to Italy, so you crossed the border in Moldova, then from the airport you go to Italy. You stood there like for 5 months. After you came back, you stood like for 2 weeks in Bucharest.
And after we continue our trip in Europe.
Along with your friend, you wanted to change the Romania. You didn't decide to stay in Romania, and you chose another destinations.
Da. Yes. Single things.
Where exactly?
It was Austria.
In Austria?
Oh, no, Budapest.
In Hungary.
Da, Hungary, Budapest.
You stay in Hungary for how long?
2 weeks too.
2 weeks too.
Da, but exactly.
Not satisfied.
First things what we realized in Budapest, it's very pretty, very pretty. I still think like it's the prettiest city. But I think I didn't met a lot of aggressive people before, like in Hungary.
They were aggressive with you because you're Ukrainian, or?
I think somehow yes, but I think it's just the people there who not into.
They didn't like to be I don't know.
I think it was already like not in the beginning of the war. It
disturbed.
was already some like almost 1 year when war started. Probably they have they had some view about Ukrainian people, and in that moment we was there, and we wasn't expected like everybody should like us or something. No, but when it's about like a simple conversation on some place, like on some party, on some social place, everybody from Hungary in that moment tried to convince us like to go back. Like, and everybody asked, why you stay here? Not like, why you choose? Why you stay here? Like,
you felt
you didn't found other country. Why you come here?
You felt that you are disturbing those people?
Yes.
Like, they let you feel this way?
Yes, they give it to me this feeling like...
you disturb them.
Da.
But did that feeling make you feel yourself that you kind of have a guilt of something you didn't do? I mean...
Like,
you understand my question?
You can repeat, but I think yes. Like, I was. It was like people there. If they hear in that moment like you are from Ukraine, they didn't think about you are a tourist. You probably want to stay here, but and they. If I ask someone about help, they will tell no. Like, I don't want without any.
Like you are responsible for the war somehow.
Yeah, like why you are here, you should be there in the war.
I understand.
Exactly, it's kind of these words I hear few times from different persons. So
they didn't embrace you. At least the people you met there, they didn't embrace the idea of helping a person who's coming from Ukraine and needs help.
And we didn't ask this country about to help us. Like, we didn't ask about, this volunteer money or something, about staying. We was renting all the time apartment. We didn't ask about discount or something. But when they found out, Ukraine.
All right, I understand. This was your short period in Budapest, in Hungary, like for 2 weeks. This was before Austria or after? Before Austria.
It was like this: Budapest, Austria, and after we go to directly Italy, we stay in Italy like maybe totally almost 1 month again, but we took
Again.
again, but it was like this. I met with my sister again. We visit Italy, like like tourist destinations, like few cities. And already after Austria, in Austria we wasn't a long period because it was expensive country. Like we realized we can stay there.
And in all these times, all these trips, all this period, all the money you use was what you have from your savings.
I worked a bit in Italy, and I still had some money what I saved, and also my partner had money because he worked contract on the contract on the ship, so he had money from his pocket.
I understand.
Salary. Yes.
And after Italy?
In Italy, when I come back in Italy, I feel like on my shoulders, like I think the single country where we was already before, like what we visit, single one was okay for me. And like how I feel there, it was just Bucharest, and already in that period we started
Romania.
The Romania country, and already in that moment we started to receive for our friends like who stay here. They told us, "Oh, come on, coming back here. It's a nice quality, it's nice price for this quality. It's a nice decision to coming back." And
so all the people you knew from Ukraine or Ukrainians that they were already established here, they gave the only good informations about Romania, about Bucharest.
Not everyone.
Not everyone.
Before, for example, when war started, and we also tried to check which country we can choose for staying, and it wasn't a lot of information. We didn't have enough friends to who stay in Romania to convince us coming here. But after like already 1 year, it was already a lot of people who staying here, and the people who stay here didn't say like wow. They tell just it's acceptable, it's nice, like it's not a big difference between Odessa, because usually we have friends from Odessa, like it's not big difference like how you can see. But I remember like, oh, it was too gray for me, like it wasn't something wow, why is not big difference? Because for me Odessa, it's about firework, it's something wow, crazy, a lot of things, nice things, a lot of but it was a lot of nice memories, I think. But and I was thinking like,
because
okay,
it's your country, your city.
Yes.
So
and I was thinking, okay, if
you came and you traveled when the war started, you traveled all the way with this huge amount, with this big package of feelings and memories left over there with your family who remain in
and my
the
friends,
war.
a lot of friends, they still stay there, who move already, but like it was my life there, and I love my life in Odessa. I never was thinking to move in other country before. Like right now I already realized like I'm in Europe, I'm exactly in Romania, and when people ask me like if you want to coming back to Ukraine or you want to move somewhere, I will already respond like no, I like this place where I'm staying right now, because
we'll get there. We'll get there, because you already gave me an answer that I really wanted from you. But tell me, when you decide to come back in Romania,
it was in Italy.
You were in Italy.
I understand, like I want to come back to Bucharest, because Italy, it's complicated with everything. It's about fake people, or not really empathy, like people don't have empathic people don't have empathy there. Like they enjoy his life there, but if you don't have Italian passport or something, it's very hard for you be there. It's about job. It's very bureaucratic country. I think you need a lot of documents to, like, for example, you can't rent apartment if you don't have a job there. But if you have some other job like a freelance, you should have a contract. Like it's very complicated. Even if you have money, you should prove for them from where you have the money, and all these things. It's a kind of pressure, you know. Like they try control it everything. But for me, okay, put away these bureaucratic things. It's about the people there. People there, they can tell to you, yes, I will help to you, and they, when you like after 5 minutes ask again, they will ask, I forgot, sorry, like something like this. They just want to be.
They are nice, but not
friendly.
really nice.
Fake.
I understand.
It feels like a fake.
When you come back in Romania, because this is the side of the story that I really want to know.
And we back to Romania per one day, I think. Like we sit in the car and go there.
Romania. When you back in Romania, did you feel welcomed, or here did you experience moments of rejection and alienation like you already had in the other countries?
I remember when we coming back, we rent apartment very fast because it was like 3 days before New Year's Eve, and the people who rented for us this apartment, they found out, like it's already, again, it was 1 year like a war, yeah, and they, Ukraine, okay, nice. They didn't have this like, Ukraine. They don't start to ask you about a lot of questions. They ask some questions like, okay, how you feel, like everything is okay. They didn't put pressure for us, like they didn't disturb us with questions or try to convince in other things. Just okay, nice, we are here right now and we can speak about things around, like we can, if you ask, you want to know and curious about something, ask us, we will help to you, something like this, you know, very easy, like very calm. And in that moment I feel like, nice, like no questions.
So you got your soul back in the same place.
Yes.
When you decide to move to Romania, what do you do today in Romania? Work, passions, routines. How do you build your life day by day?
Actually, I right now I have a job. Like I work for, like I'm boss for myself. I'm finished education for massage, and I'm masseur.
You did this school here in Bucharest?
Yes, but it was like from Ukrainian salon. Like it was by Ukrainian, because for me it was important to receive all information directly on my language, because it's more easy to learn. And but before this I had like a few jobs more here, and it's again I received this job because people like Romanian people, exactly my friends in that moment already, helped to me. And when I ask someone about help, they really help. Not like I'm staying on my knee and, please help me. No, I just, we met for like drinking coffee, and they ask how I am, and I tell them, I try to find a job. After a few days I can, listen, they call to me, and I have some proposed for you.
So Romanians have been very welcoming for you,
yes,
and helpful.
And I had a lot. Like, for example, with this protection, I can go work everywhere. What I have here, like Romanian protection for Ukrainian people. But it doesn't mean everybody can took me on a job, because I should have some skills for this job. But in that moment, like I already had few experience to work here, and last it was like one friend helped me. Found job in one restaurant, and it was in flower shop. So people very open. They don't, like, I don't know Romanian, like I can't speak on Romanian. I understand not everything, but not totally, but I understand when people speak around
Which
me.
is the most beautiful word in Romanian that you know?
Word?
Yes, which is the most beautiful word in Romanian language that you know?
I don't know. It's an interesting question. Like a beautiful, I think the word what I when I hear all the time, and I'm smile. It's like when someone come and telling "Bună ziua," like with this pronunciation. Like I don't know, it's a cute, it's small, but I think it's for me. I have a lot of you have a lot of similar words between Russian and Ukrainian, and I don't know, like a beautiful.
Have you been able to find moments of peace, of joy, of stability here?
Right now, I think it's a most stability period in my life here exactly.
You're stable now in Romania. What does a normal day look like for Dmitry
Right
today in Romania?
It's awake early, kind of early. Have a nice breakfast after to go or gym. Depends what schedule I have, but usually it's like a gym, my job, and I have like nice break between my job. So and just met with my friends most of the time. I think yes. We met like usually, and I like this moment right now because before I had this just in Odessa, where I live, where I already was like a confidence person. Like I work in restaurant, and I know like if I come into my job, I will meet few friends during per day because they're living there, and I think 1 month ago I realized this when I sit in some coffee shop with my friend, and I met 5 friends during per 1 hour. Like they was close to that place, and it's very nice feeling when you can in a new country you can have new friends for exactly like Romanian here there, and I feel in that moment like, damn, I feel like I'm home. Like I have my friends. So if I go alone on the street just to have to walk, I will meet someone and I continue. Like I can drink a coffee with someone. So I don't feel I'm like I'm a new person and here all the time, you know. But for someone, it's possible to feel this, like who not really social person, because I'm very social person. For me it's maybe much easier, but it also depends how people react on you. So if I was normal person and I have normal reaction on the people around me, they open to me, and they don't. Right now they started put the pressure on me with the language, but before 2 years like
pressure by killing, yes.
They just tell to me like you should already start, you should know, and I put some point like to learn Romanian till in the end of the summer, like to start to speak. But in any case, like I feel here like I'm home, and it's very important for me.
Do you intend to learn Romanian?
I tried in the past, but I had a job and I can't to mix that course with my job, so I stopped. But right now I think I have enough power for doing this, and because it's more stability life right now, so I can do this.
Do you miss Ukraine?
Yes. For example, like this period right now, it's in Odessa. It's where when we started go out, you know, because it was a winter period before, and we started to meet outside on the sea. Like I feel for these places, my hometown, Odessa, and everywhere where if I visit some places here, I all the time try to make lines between between Odessa, between Ukraine, like, oh, we have something like this in Ukraine, or we have better in Ukraine this, but it's like give it to me the same feeling, like, and it's very nice because I feel like this, like.
And do you feel guilt for having left the Ukraine, or sadness because you're not able to go back soon?
In the beginning, for sure, and because it was hard for me, you know, like I should to move. It wasn't like normal period for me for existing there. I'm not judge anyone who move or who staying there. Everybody choose his life, his way. But I choose my way because for me in that moment it started to be hard to stay there, and I make a decision to feel myself comfortable, to have normal life, and to don't be scared about next day, because here I'm not scared about next day.
Do you feel you lost a part of yourself when you crossed the border to your new life?
I feel like I lost everything. Like I in my mind.
In that moment.
But kind of I realized like I'm delayed half of how, like I have just memories, for example, because after this war, like I don't have my favorite places because it's destroyed. I don't have some, like it's, I think it's already like we how I can say, we don't, I don't if I will come, if I will visit again Ukraine, I will not, I will feel it's my home, yes, but it will be very different, and it will be not the same. I have just
the
my
war
memories.
destroyed the places.
Destroyed the places, destroyed this, destroyed some mood, because I think it's not disappear like this. It's because people have this pressure on the heart, on the soul to because someone lose friend, someone lose son, daughter, mother, father. Anyway, like we lose a lot of there.
What do your Ukrainian friends from Bucharest feel about going back in Ukraine if the war ended? They want to go back home?
I can't tell for sure if they want.
But they talk. This is a subject.
I have some friends who can go there time to time and coming back. I have these friends, and I'm a bit jealous for this because I can't, because I very miss for my parents. And but again, they go there, stay 1 month, few weeks, and coming back. So if they coming back, probably they make a decision to not go. Like actually, I realized just after war started, like how was powerful Ukraine in real. Like we was very powerful, very modern country. I think more than people think. It's like I was I didn't expect from Romania the same, because why I choose Romania? You have the same things, easier way for solving situation, for it can be from something easy, like, you know, to have some application for something to easier use that, to make your life a bit easier and faster, to like what the documents you need to visit a doctor, yes, what other stuff you should have to exist in normally, like, because for me, if you can't visit a doctor when you really need, it's strange for me. Like it's like in Ukraine, you can go like every hour there if you want. In Italy, you should, I don't know, like make a like, I don't know, like found new language, found some Pandora box for coming to doctor or solving some situation in job. Here not. Here you just, okay.
I will ask you straight, and I'm waiting for an honest answer. At this moment, after 2 years of living here, do you love Romania?
Yes. Yes, and I feel like Romania is my second home.
Would you leave Romania to live in another country?
I will stay here. I won't stay here.
Even if the war ends,
Da,
you still want to live here?
Yes. I put a lot of power for started my life from in the beginning again, and I know, and I have a lot of friends here I don't want to lose this again. Like I lose already at some moment, like half of my life, and I won't do this again.
I was talking a few days ago with someone, a close friend of mine, who explained to me how the people move from a place to another, and sometimes when they move, in that place they moved, they could become rich and powerful, and they can have everything in the world, more than they ever expected. Families, I don't know, richness, everything. And something at the moment of their life happens with your heart. And in that heart is the fact that if you leave a place where you were born, as in your case, that place is calling for you back. But if you go back just for one day, it's more than enough to gain all the energy you need to feel what you felt when you was there, back there, and then to come back to your life full of power and everything where you are settled. So when the war ends, if you love Romania so much, I think Romania will welcome you here as it did until now. But go back and see your friends, see your family, embrace them, take the energy you need, and then come back here. For sure, you will find everything you need to be happy.
For sure, if it will happen like this, it's exactly happen like this. Like I can visit per one day, it will be more than enough for me, and I will coming back. But more interesting, I had period when I live in Georgia, 2 months, and I was thinking like I wanna back home right now, and I didn't think about my hometown. I was thinking about Bucharest.
You were thinking about
Bucharest. So it's kind of the same place where I can recover in myself, and I can receive again that power, recharge myself. It's here.
I hope for you everything will be as you expected, as you want, and to feel that you accomplished a great deal living here in Romania. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, and I want to hear all the best from you in the future. Doamnelor și domnilor, povestea lui Dmitry Haievsky e una cu o doză de normalitate, dar nu cu toții am trecut prin momente prin care acest tânăr a trecut și am considerat că poate veți fi curioși să vedeți cum și la o vârstă destul de fragedă se poate trece prin stres, prin chinuri și prin momente la care unii oameni ar claca. Sunt convins că din povestea invitatului meu de astăzi ați reușit să extrageți idei despre viață și despre cum unii reușesc să închidă ușa războiului și să deschidă ușa sufletului către locuri acolo unde sunt primiți. România este o a doua casă pentru Dimitri, pe care el o consideră acum prima casă. Îi mulțumesc pentru poveste și vouă tuturor pentru atenție. Mulțumesc Zepter România pentru parteneriat și ne întâlnim data viitoare cu invitați aici, față în față cu Raul, locul unde sufletul are voce.